We like that. Woo!
Yo, what's good? This is BJ Matthews, B Jizzle, host of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast.
Y'all already know who it is.
Yo, what's good? This is BJ Matthews, B Jizzle, host of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast.
Y'all already know who it is. It's your co-host at Rick Masters 23 from the Pull Up Basketball Podcast.
Look, man, we want to definitely give you guys a special thanks from the bottom of our hearts, man.
Yo, we got membership badges, $4.99 loyal badge. The loyal badge, you already know. We respond to you on the show, and you can hit up me or BJ in our DMs, and we'll respond to you there.
Guys, give you guys the Clipper badge. You know what I'm saying? The Clipper badge entails these few things for all my Clipper people, all my Clipper faithfuls that's been rocking with us over the last season. You know what I'm saying? You guys will get 3 weekly videos from yours truly, updates, content in the regular season and the off season. And you guys will also have access and opportunities to speak to different public figures and podcasters when we bring them on for interviews.
The interview badge, it's in the name. You get to talk to the special guests that come on the show when we bring them on. But hey, everything that falls in the loyalty badge area also falls under the interview badge. So go ahead, get signed up with a membership. Me and BJ is looking out for you. Let's go.
A lot of exciting things to come this summer. So pick what you guys want to pick, and we're going to see on the other side. Respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up, peace, out of here like swimwear.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle.
Y'all already know who is co-host that does it the most at Rick Masters 23. Rick Masters everywhere else. People, y'all know the deal, man. Y'all know the deal. The Pull Up Basketball Podcast show. Come on now. Y'all see the shirts. Y'all see the white, the red, the black, the hoodies, the sweaters. Y'all already know what the deal is, man. And if y'all already have seen what BJ just played, yo, we got the loyalty badges. And, you know, I'm a little excited because I'm a member. You know what I'm saying? BJ's a member. Everybody's a member. So go ahead and get your loyalty badges, man. But y'all know the deal. Of course, you know, we appreciate you guys. And I want to say this really quick before I hand it back off to BJ. So, of course, with all the member badges and things of that nature, me and BJ were also thinking about like every month, and we'll let you guys know ahead of time. But every month, of course, if you're a member, we're going to start doing these giveaways, people. So, of course, pretty much the way it's going to work is just to kind of give you an idea of it. But the way it's going to work is like, say me and BJ, he's either going to be the East Conference, I'm going to be the West Conference, vice versa, however we're feeling. And we're going to do this live. Of course, we'll pick a team in our head, you know, so, you know, let's just say the Bucks, for instance, just giving y'all an example. I picked the Bucks. I'm on the East side. Y'all have to guess what team I'm thinking. It's only for members, right? Because we want to make sure we give away to the members who show us love. And so pretty much, y'all think of the right team. We show you live what we picked. You know, he's on the Western Conference. I'm on the Eastern. Then in the next show, of course, we're going to take all the names that got it right, who guessed it right on in our heads, right? We're going to show you on live. And then from there, we're going to pretty much pick the names out the hat, man. We're going to see who won. Of course, we'll pick 1 or 2 winners from each bracket, whether you have the, you know, loyalty badge, whether you have the Clippers badge, of course, just depending on what, you know, bracket you sit in. And then, of course, we'll give y'all the color sweater, the color shirt, the tank tops we have, whatever you choose to pick for that winner in that bracket. So we're going to start giving stuff away, man. We really want to show you guys love. As you can see, we're growing, so we appreciate all the love that you show us. And, man, B Jizzle, I'm going to let you get into it so we don't take up too long in the introductions.
Yes, sir. So let me just pick back a little bit what Rick is saying, man. Also the comments section. So right now, man, with the badges that we got, you know, 3 different badges we're actually giving to y'all, man. The loyalty, the interview, and the Clipper badge. So just a quick little, you know, side note. These are for people that, you know, choose to be supportive of us. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give y'all something that y'all have not seen before on any of these other content creator channels. We've been talking about this for quite some time. We've been putting a lot of time and effort into this. So now that we're finally here, you guys have all the access to get what y'all want to get out of us, man. So like I said, membership badges are available. And so the 3 badges we have the pull-up badge, which is the loyalty badge. You get shout-out promotions of your social medias after every single show. A lot of you guys who are members of our show now, y'all got different teams and different pages, like my man, you know what I'm saying, Big Tone Sports Next. That's my uncle. He's a Heat fan. My man, the real Elise, a Warrior fan. T Sweezy, Celtic fan. My man, big fan B. He's as a Nets fan. We constantly continue, guys. Shout out y'all pages, and we'll make sure to promote y'all Twitters, Instagrams, Facebooks, whatever else y'all have on a consistent basis after every show and before every show. And we got also the Clipper badge. That's gonna be particularly for me, for my Clipper people. That's for the people that want to be all Clipper access all the time. You guys will have 3 weekly videos from me, as well as I'll be bringing in different podcasters and also people from the Clipper staff that y'all can visibly talk to and actually ask questions on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? And then the final one is the interview badge. Is only available for the summertime. So like I told y'all, we're going to be bringing very special guests. We have another special guest coming next week. We're going to be having Steve Kerr after the draft. So we have a lot of things lined up for the summertime you do not want to miss. Okay, if you guys want to be a part of it, man, make sure y'all get y'all loyalty badge, get y'all, Clipper badge or interview badge. I'll make sure y'all get one of them. And as you go up in tiers, you get the perks and benefits automatically. So let's say you get the interview badge, you get the perks at the Clipper badge and the pull-up badge right away. Right? So that's kind of the thing. If you guys have any questions, just put them in the comment section. We'll make sure to answer them. But let's get into the show, my boy. So shout out to my man. You said my audio's a little bit choppy. Hold on, let me fix my audio. My man Rick, you can go ahead and go to the comments, bro.
Yo. Now I know he's trying to fix his audio. BJ, what I was thinking, I'm going to see if it's, just to be safe, see if it's my side, man. I'm going to drop and do it from my phone, and I'm going to see if that helps. If it doesn't, I'll hop back on here. But I'm going to drop off real quick while you're fixing the audio, so that way we don't have to shut the whole show down. So I'm going to see if that's what it is real quick. I got you.
Let me know if y'all can hear me right now. Can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Let me give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. If y'all can't, give me a thumbs down. Is the audio choppy? Audio choppy? It's still choppy. Okay. I think I know what it is. All right. Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me right now. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up? All right, cool. So my man Rick, we wait for him to get inside. Let me go through some of these comments right now, man. Salute to my man Steven Torres for the salute the pull-up fam. Appreciate you coming in. Mrs. Tay said happy Father's to all you guys. So also happy Father Days to all the fathers. You know what I'm saying? Rick's a father. I know I got a bunch of people on here who are fathers, man. So we want to definitely give y'all flowers, man, for being a father. I'm still waiting for my little one. But for all the fathers that's in here, man, definitely appreciate y'all coming in. Here comes my boy Rick, also.
Yo.
We just fixed it, man. We good.
Cool.
All right, let's go through some of these comments. So everybody said I'm good now. All right, bet. You go ahead, bro. You can go through the comments.
Okay, cool. Yo, man. So let's see. Happy Father's Day. I'm a father. My son, he turns 11 in a couple of days. So I appreciate the love, and much love is given back to you guys from the Pull Up Basketball Podcast itself, from me and BJ. All the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. LeBron James, happy Father's Day. Ja, happy Father's Day, right? To all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day, man. Very celebrated. We love you guys. And if there's any fathers in the chat, sincerely, happy Father's Day to you guys, man. So what's up, King Trent? What up, Thomas? What up, Tay? Everybody in the chat. I think I missed a few because we were trying to fix that audio. Let me go way back up here. I think we got Shift. Was that Shift God? What up, baby? Let's see who else we got. Allen, what up? Stream, I think Stream Elements is a bot. Andre, what up? Yo, everybody showing us love. Pagan 180, players for keeps. Yo, man, we appreciate y'all. Torres, yo, happy Father's Day, man. We gonna bring it to you today. Of course, we're talking about the free agency, but yo, B Jizzle, let's get into it, man. Let's get it rolling.
Let's get it rolling. NBA free agency is about to kick off, man. Again, for the offseason, we got a lot of different moves that's about to be made, man. Trades in the works as we speak, right? You know, this is a part of the year, you know, and really I don't like to even call it the offseason because really the offseason, there is no offseason in the NBA, right? You got, you know what I'm saying, so many teams that just want to be competitive throughout the entire year. So you have to be able to be in the works all throughout, you know, the 12 months of the year. In the NBA season, in the off season, whether it may have you, you're gonna have to be competitive no matter what. So we got free agency coming, man. A lot of different trade talks we're talking about, Rick, and people can put in the comment sections as well. Where do you feel like right now some of the moves that need to be made, and where are you kind of keeping your eye on, just in general? But let me hear it.
I mean, before I even get into detail, you know me, BJ, because I think this way, so I'm sure there's other people out there that watch the podcast who probably thinks the same way. I like to understand things, right? So before I even give my opinions or even thoughts, let's start here, BJ, and give me a few minutes. Let's just make sure we understand who watches the NBA, and I know some of you guys are pretty privy to this, but some people may not know. So the NBA.com is showing us what free agency is, right? So let's just break down some of the definitions. I'll be quick, DJ, but let's understand what a restricted free agent is, first of all. This is from the NBA site itself, by the way, guys. So, of course, you can look this up on your phones, your browsers, whatever the case may be. A restricted free agent, or RFA, can sign an offer sheet with any team, but the player's original team can retain him by matching the terms of that offer. The original team is said to have the right of first refusal. Restricted free agency exists in the following situations. Following the fourth year of rookie scale, quote in quotations, scale contracts for former first-round draft picks. Of course, for all veteran free agents who have been in the NBA for 3 seasons or less. The exception to this rule is a first-round draft pick following his second or third season if his team doesn't exercise its option to extend his rookie scale contract for the following season. These players then become unrestricted free agents. A player coming off a two-way contract was on an NBA active or inactive roster for at least 15 days in the season beforehand, right? So those are 3 different categories under restricted free agency. Then, of course, it goes on to say there are 5 basic options for a restricted free agent. Accept his team's prior qualifying offer, play out the season to become a free agent the next summer, accept his team's maximum qualifying offer where applicable, and play under that long-term deal, negotiate a new contract with his original team that is independent of the qualifying /max qualifying offer, sign an offer sheet with another team through March 1st, which his original team has an opportunity to match, negotiate a sign and trade if he hasn't signed an offer sheet with another team. If there's no qualifying offer, contract, or offer sheet signed for 1 year, the original team could submit a new qualifying offer and the player will be a restricted free agent the next summer. Now, of course, it goes a little bit deeper, but I'm kind of going to stick to the task at hand. Now, of course, I'm going to drop all the way down to unrestricted free agency. In short, an unrestricted free agent is free to sign with any team. Once they sign, they are a part of that new team. However, some unrestricted free agents have options on their existing contracts that, if exercised, may impact their choices. Free agency moratorium. The free agency moratorium is a negotiation period from July 1st through the 6th in which teams may not sign most free agents or make trades. Starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on June 30th, teams may negotiate deals with free agents. However, those players cannot officially sign until 12:01 p.m. Eastern Time on July 6th. Any deals struck during the moratorium period are characterized as agreements, but do not count toward team salary and are not binding for the player or team. Either side can back out in this situation, a scenario that took place in 2015 when DeAndre Jordan on his verbal agreement, reneged on his verbal agreement with the Dallas Mavericks to instead resign with the incumbent LA Clippers, right? So some signings can take place during the moratorium period, which are teams signing their first round draft picks to standard rookie scale contracts, second round draft picks accepting a required tender, which is a 1-year contract. Offer teams must submit to keep the rights to that player. Restricted free agents can accept qualifying offers from their existing teams. A restricted free agent finishing the 4th year of his rookie scale contract can accept a maximum qualifying offer. A restricted free agent can sign an offer sheet with the new team, which triggers the 2-day period for his original team to match it. Players can be signed in minimum salary contracts for 1 or 2 seasons, but the deals have no bonuses of any kind. Teams can sign players to 2-way contracts, turn a 2-way contract into a standard NBA contract, or convert certain standard NBA contracts into a 2-way contract. Teams can waive players or claim players waived by other teams. Otherwise, all other signings must wait until after the moratorium period ends. Now, of course, it goes into team options. It goes into, what's a qualifying offer. So all that, of course, you can read on your own. But I wanted to kind of give a way of what restricted and is. Of course, I'm looking at sportstrack.com right now /NBA/free agents. We have a lot of names up here. Let me go down the list. Russell Westbrook, free agent, right? So we have him at 46 mil. Chris Middleton, player option, right? So it shows the tier as well on this website, by the way. So again, Spotrac, I should say SPOTRAC. So I'm gonna say Spotrac instead of Sporttrack. So Spotrac.com /NBA/free agents. So you have Russell Westbrook, unrestricted. Chris Middleton, player option. James Harden, player. Kyrie Irving, unrestricted. Kristaps Porzingis, player. D'Angelo Russell, unrestricted. Kevin Love, unrestricted. Nikola Vucevic, I can't really say his name that well, unrestricted. Draymond Green, player. Fred VanVleet, unrestricted. And it breaks it down for you guys. That's why I gave you the link. Harrison Barnes, unrestricted. Jeremy Grant, unrestricted. Karis LeVert, unrestricted. Gary Trent Jr., player option. Malik Beasley, he has a club option here. Derrick Rose, he has a club option. And that's what I mean, that you can break down the NBA site too what all this means, but I didn't want to spend too much on that. Christian Wood, unrestricted. Brook Lopez, unrestricted. Kyle Kuzma, player option. Jordan Clarkson, player option. Josh Hart, player option. Kelly Oubre Jr., unrestricted. Josh Richardson, unrestricted. All right. So look, man, and of course some of those names, you can go look through it, but some of those big names there are at the top. So I wanted to run through that just a little bit to kind of show you side by side to everybody who's listening that it's not as simple as a lot of people may think who are not really watching the NBA or following the NBA. You're just more so just TV fans where you like to see the games. When it comes to these trades, these players really have to talk to each other with their organizations. They have to talk amongst each other. They have to get an understanding of what they're going to do. Point example. Let's think about LeBron James. He was already talking to Wade and Chris Bosh back then. He was already setting forth like, hey guys, our unrestricted agency options are coming up. Do we all want to meet up in Miami, right? So you got the players talking. And then now you got to have the organizations that are going to match these salaries, right? Because now we got to cut people. We got to add people. We got to make room for these big names, right? Some players may have to drop on their salary caps. Sometimes teams have to go into their luxury caps, right? So there's a lot of things and moving pieces that go on in the background for these big things to happen. But let's just stay on topic. BJ, you asked me, what do I think the moves need to be? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Russell Westbrook definitely needs to probably stay where he's at. I feel like he gets a lot of love. I feel like they allow him to play. I think the Clippers, work well with him. I like the pacing that he plays with the LA Clippers, especially when we get to see a healthy, Leonard and a healthy PG on the court with them. All in all, I just like the tone and the energy that Westbrook brings to the Clippers, right? Now, I know we've been hearing, birds and chirps of what Lillard's going to do. I'm going to be real with you, BJ, on my opinion. When it comes to Lillard, if he's still about the bag, if he's still about making money, hey, brother, go ahead and stay with the Trailblazers. That organization has been loving you, has been paying you. You know, when I think of the Trailblazers, I think of Lillard, right? But if Lillard has two things he can do, right? So if you want to win a championship, bro, stop taking these max. Go back to that contract, go back to that player option. Yo, let's adjust, let's bring some money down so your organization can bring in some help for you. But if you're kind of getting sick of where you're at, then just know when you go to another organization, you can't be coming in, with the ego of I'm Damian Lillard. We know you Damian Lillard. But at the same time, hey, brother, you in a new place. You ain't won no championships for us. So you need to go ahead and come in there with a humble attitude. Bring that salary cap down so the organization can work with you. And hopefully another player that likes you wants to play with you. Again, a lot of moving parts. And then I think there was another player you had up there, BJ. You had Westbrook. You had Lillard. Who was the other brother? All right, here we go. Now I'm going to be real with you, man. BJ, I'm going to hand this to you because I'm still thinking on him. I'm going to hand this one to you. What you think about him? I'm still thinking for him.
Let's see, man. First of all, good, sentiments, what you were saying, bro. Way to break down, the difference between unrestricted free agency and free agency. Because I think a lot of people think of it like NBA 2K, where you can just move parts the way you want to move them. Like, hey, you should get this player. This team should get that player. Like, why don't we go off this? Like, it's so many different factors and things that go into it that I don't think people are going to be able to, get everything at once. So at the end of the day, we got to also talk about, why certain people get certain teams and like why, certain trades fall and why other trades don't fall through. So the one we were just talking about, Bradley Beal, he's in trade talks right now, aggressive trade talks with the Miami Heat and the Phoenix Suns. I did a video on Bradley Beal literally 2 days ago on Friday, speaking about where I feel like he should go. And if I look at, the situation, the options, you got to look at two things. You got to look at the fit, how a team fits with a certain player, and also, the money part. So Bradley Beal has a very, interesting term in his contract called the no trade clause, which allows him to be more flexible with his money and more flexible with the situation where he can kind of tell his team, Washington, where he wants to go. Because he's done 8 years of service with that team. He's been in the league for 8 years. So he has the ability to kind of do what he wants to do, go where he wants to go. So it's kind of like in his hands. Now, what's the best fit for Bradley Beal in this situation? I said the Miami Heat, only because we just watched the finals and we saw that the Miami Heat struggled to put the ball in the basket. Bradley Beal averaging 23 points last year. The season before that, I think he was the leading scorer in the NBA. He was just on a bad team. People get a lot of time to watch Bradley Beal play, so you don't really see how really good he is. I think he can be a third option on a championship team. So you move him to Miami, you automatically put them in company of probably like the favorites with Milwaukee's, with Boston, with, Philly, those teams that, been favorites for the last couple of seasons, who just got to the conference finals and then the NBA finals this year. Miami's going to be kind of like the top of the tier. So I think Miami would be a good place for him. Phoenix, I'm not feeling that because they got Devin Booker there. They got, KD. So it's only one ball. You're going to be trying to, find ways to score the basketball. So I don't really find those particular, but I want to give to two other people. I want to get your opinions on those, and then we can kind of bring people in. We're going to go on a little commercial break for like about 30 seconds to a minute. Then we're going to start bringing people in. But, bro, what do you feel about this situation right here?
Yo, man, look, man. First of all, let's just, I'm definitely going to keep it NBA today. First of all, we got to lose some weight, okay? I think, and BJ, you can correct me, but isn't it in his contract to stay in shape? Isn't that in his contract?
I'm not entirely sure, bro, but I've heard something like that. I've heard something like that.
Like when it comes to Zion, man, look, just cut all the outside noise, what he got going on outside of basketball. Look, when it comes to purely basketball, we already know that this man is phenomenal. I mean, the dude, when he did play, for the small amount of time that he did play, I mean, he's putting up numbers where you're just like, man, this kid could really be the next big thing in the NBA, right? But the problem with Zion is his head is not in the game. So when you're asking me the question, And I'm kind of thinking of if I was an organization, right? If I was the president of basketball operations, or if I was the GM, I'm not really even too thinking about Zion. I'm gonna be real with you, because at the end of the day, as great as he is when he did play, the brother has a problem with his weight. His mind is not in the game. Like I said, we're not gonna dive into that. You did a whole show on that. His mind is obviously not in the game, right? And when it comes to organizations and teams, man, I gotta know you're gonna be there. I got to know that you're going to play for me. I got to know that you're going to work hard for me, because I'm giving you money, right? I'm paying you all these millions of dollars, and all I need you to do is just stay in shape and play. I am paying you as an organization to play basketball and stay in shape. That's all I'm asking you. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to use James Harden as just like a compare and contrast type of thing. We all know what he does outside of basketball. That's no, secret, right? But he plays, right? And even though some of us may be like, man, he need to focus a little bit harder, play harder. Hey, I see him play in the playoffs. I see him play in the seasons. So at the end of the day, he shows up to work. You may want more from him, but he shows up to work. And the problem with Zion is we don't know if he gonna show up to work. And that's the problem. And on top of that, when you tell me, give me your thoughts on him, to me, I could care less, BJ, about, his stats if I don't know if he's going to be there or not. If I don't know if his mind's going to be in the game or not, because your mind is over here thinking about other people that's not part of the NBA or your team. So I'm just going to make it short, BJ. Zion better be careful for he mess around and get cut real early. That's what I'm going to say to that. But what you think?
I definitely agree, man. This is the first pick in the NBA. This is a first-round draft pick in 2019. He was just, ahead of Ja Morant, and, what I'm saying, he's one of those guys who put, I guess you could say, like, himself in company where he's a transcendent player coming out of Duke University, being able to jump the way he can jump, being able to, fly the way he can fly, as big as he was. Everyone talks about Zion Williamson as the next big thing. You talk about him being one of the best of all time, but now you look at him now, it's like, this dude about to get traded from a team that, actually put all their eggs in one basket for him. So now they're in a particular situation where they got to get rid of him, because now it's just bad for business. I mean, you got a situation with a lady who's actually been in for, about a week, harassing you on social media, putting all your business out there. New Orleans Pelicans have got their own injury problems with CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram, and they just got let go of one of their coaches. Teresa Witherspoon used to play for the WNBA, bro. It's a lot of stuff going on with the Pelicans right now. And so Zion just adds more fuel to the fire. And since he did what he did on that little trouble he's been in, everything just been falling apart. So I noticed with his teammates, even going into the season, I can kind of tell they're like, is this guy really hurt? Or is he kind of like faking it? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Zion Williamson, you're right. He's going to be in a position, if he keeps going the route he's going, not taking himself serious, like as far as staying in shape, not putting the team first instead of putting all these other extracurricular activities in front of it, you're going to be out the league pretty soon, bro. But, hey, we're going to take a little quick commercial break, man. We're going to be, promoting our membership badges, and then we're going to let y'all back in within the next 30 minutes, 30 seconds to a minute. So, we'll see y'all in about another minute. I want you guys to stick around. We're going to let y'all back in.
Yo, what's good? This is BJ Matthews. BJ's a host of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast.
Y'all already know who it is. It's your co-host at Rick Masters 23 from the Pull Up Basketball Podcast.
Look, man, we want to definitely give you guys a special thanks from the bottom of our hearts, man.
Yo, we got membership badges, $4.99 loyal badge. The loyal badge, you already know. We respond to you on the show, and you can hit up me or BJ in our DMs, and we'll respond to you there.
Guys, give you guys the Clipper badge. You know what I'm saying? The Clipper badge entails these few things for all my Clipper people, all my Clipper faithfuls that's been rocking with us over the last season. You know what I'm saying? You guys will get 3 weekly videos from yours truly, updates, content in the regular season and the off season. And you guys will also have access and opportunities to speak to different public figures and podcasters when we bring them on for interviews.
The interview badge is in the name. You get to talk to the special guests that come on the show when we bring them on. But hey, everything that falls in the loyalty badge area also falls under the interview badge. So go ahead, get signed up with a membership. Me and BJ is looking out for you. Let's go.
A lot of exciting things to come this summer. So pick what you guys want to pick, and we're going to see on the other side. Respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out of here like swimwear.
All right, man. So my man got his loyalty badge, my man Rick Masters, you know what I'm saying? I know we got a few other people wanting to go out there and get their badges, man. So if you guys like to go and be a part of the Pull Up Basketball family for life, man, go ahead and get your loyalty badge. Go and get your Clipper badge or interview badge. Again, you guys have perks and benefits that we're doing, something that other shows are not going to be doing, giving y'all all access to interviews, shout outs on a daily, promotion of your social medias. We're going to make sure to sow back into you guys the way that y'all sown into us, man. But let's let some of the people in, bro. So we got the link we just dropped. And again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man. And, you know, going through these comments, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Bruce. Shout out to my man Steven Torres. Shout out to my man Mike. He said what's up in the comment section as well. Hit the like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe, all that, man. Let's look what we got. I'm trying to see what comment. You can see a comment you looking, bro. That's interesting.
Shift God, can y'all hear me? Shift God just said PG got bounced by rookie Donovan Mitchell. Okay, so we talking about Paul George when he say PG. Let's see.
Yeah,
he got bounced by rookie Donovan Mitchell, and then let's go up here. Of course, Thomas, man, he said, or Shine, he said, I'll take Rubio and Allen 100. PG said on his podcast he ain't the old PG dog that he used to be. He basically said on his own that he don't play all out no more. FPG. God, dog, Sean, you know we gonna ask you what's going on with that comment. Like, what you feeling?
Hey, Sean is a Kawhi fan. He's a Clipper fan, but whatever, he don't rock with PG, man. I don't know what it is, but he don't rock with PG.
Hey, that's all good, because I know he gonna let us know. And then let's see, Shift God just said Kawhi has more championship experience than PG, and then I'd rather keep Kawhi. Sorry. I mean, I think a lot of us, you know, we cool with that. But I will say, you know, just responding to that comment, I do like the, you know, Kawhi and PG lineup, just because, you know, you got two big forwards who can guard that front line, man. When it comes to defense, man, they are a problem. And then as scrappy as the LA Clippers are as far as defensively as a team, they could be a problem if those two could just stay healthy. That team could be a true problem when that Kawhi and that PG are on the defensive end, because we both know they're awesome two-way players. And we know that PG could dig in that bag if he has to. You know what I mean? But, man, we just got to see a season where both of them are just playing a full season and they healthy, and we got everybody playing that scrappy ball like they do. That'd be nice to see. But, yeah, man, I could definitely see where people are coming at PG a little bit. But I do like the PG and Kawhi, even now the Westbrook lineup, because I like how Westbrook, you could just tell he feels better in that uniform, man. I don't know if you noticed it, BJ, but you could tell he just feels a lot better playing with them.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of which, man, Shine's in the building. What's good, bro?
Salute.
I seen your story, man. Congrats on your new whip.
Appreciate y'all. Rick, happy Father's Day, G.
Yes, sir. Hey, so free agency happening right now, bro. So what you looking at? What you got, man? Some of the key players that you looking at right now.
All right. So let me answer to Rick. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right. So Rick, there's two things set me off. So I was gonna overlook this man running the bleachers and not coming back to help the team. I was gonna overlook that, Rick. Even though I wasn't happy about that. Because this man he got a sprain knee. He puts the brace on and gets on the court. He didn't show up games. He didn't show up the elimination game. That's cool. He got on the court. So I was gonna let PG ride. But bro, I don't know if y'all watch his podcast or listen to his podcast. This man said this out loud. They asked him the difference between PG 24 or PG 13 and PG 24, right? Bro, this man said PG 13, the old PG, or the PG-24, the old PG was a dog. He didn't care about nothing. He didn't care about nobody's feelings. He didn't care about being friends on the court. And then he says the PG now, he's not like that PG. Now he just appreciates the game. It wants to play, blah, blah, blah. The man basically, but that was the last straw for me. Bro, if you and then you ask for a supermax contract. See, Rick, if he was on let's say he was on an $80 million contract, all right, I probably would deal with that. But when you negotiate a supermax contract, you put your owner telling him, hey, supermax me, because last time I checked, bro, supermax is the best in the league, right? So this is what you asking for, supermax money, and then you come out and say this, and then you run into bleachers and you don't even get on the court. Yeah, I'm done with PG, bro. I'm done. And if I could, I want my Hawks to get Pascal because I'm from here. But I'm gonna tell you, if I could get Pascal or OG Anunoby, I take that. And this is why I would take what I was speaking to Toon about. This is why I would take Rubio and Allen, because you give me a defensive center that can handle the perimeter. You give me a backup point guard, and I will keep Westbrook at this point. But I don't want Westbrook if PG and Kawhi is on the court, because Westbrook's not going to have the ball to do with what all y'all just appreciated you watched him do. He's not going to do that in the next playoffs because he ain't going to have the rock. Westbrook can play with one star, but he can't play with two. Just like on the Lakers, they had to put him on the bench because the ball's going to be with AD and LeBron. It's not going to be with Westbrook. So you're not going to see what you've seen from Westbrook versus Phoenix. You're not going to see that when both of them are on the court. That's what a lot of Clipper fans not understanding. And they can believe different, but they're going to learn the hard way. So I don't want Westbrook. So I would take a real power forward. I'll take Kuzma at power forward because I know he gonna be athletic. I know he gonna get on glass, and I know he gonna stretch the floor. He clears the paint for Zubac. I'll take that. But we gotta do something with Morris. All right, so let's go to free agent. So in free agency, Fred VanVleet is a free agent. Kawhi wants a shooter, right? Kawhi wanted who's the first two people they say he wanted?
Kawhi, yeah. You want VanVleet and Lowry, yeah.
You know why he wanted them? Ball security. They will play defense. They're not lockdown defenders, but they will play defense, and they will spread the floor. That's who he wanted. Mm-hmm. All that advocating shit came from Paul George, and then everybody else, when asked about it, pressured by the media, they give the professional answer. Oh, yeah. Westbrook's a good locker room guy. Yeah, he do. That, bro, there's a difference between professional talk and then what really happens behind the closed doors. Just like at your job, if y'all have a job, it's a difference how you talk, when in a meeting, right? Then how you talk out in the field. It's two different conversations. So I want Fred VanVleet. I think Fred VanVleet might want a lot of money, but he might want to win. If he wants to win, he loves Kawhi. That's who he wants to play with. And then they got to get rid of Morris, get him off the books. And go get Kuzma, and let Westbrook go get his money. Give me VanVleet, and if I can't get VanVleet, I'm cool, and I promise you, I'm winning the title with Terrence Mann at the point guard position for a lot less money. I'm cool with that. See, we don't need Westbrook, we don't need VanVleet. What we need is Kawhi healthy on the court, and he can win a championship with Paul George. Yeah, he can, but what Paul George said and done and his actions have just put bad taste in my mouth. He already had me on edge. But this here, what he said, like I'm not the dog. I'm not that dog no more. I just like basketball. I got love for the game. But the old PG, he was after your soul. He's out for blood. He was trying to kill you. Now I just like play, and it shows on the court, bro. It shows. They had that one run. But Kawhi played half the playoffs, right? So they had to finish off the Jazz without Kawhi. So they made it to the next round. So a lot of people like to say Paul George made it to the Western Conference Finals without Kawhi. Just like Stephen in the chat earlier was saying, oh, Kawhi played last year. No, he didn't play. He played 2 games, and they stole home court advantage from y'all boys. So Kawhi did what he's supposed to do. We go in there and he did that. And Kawhi played half of that playoff. So That's who I want in free agency. I think you can send Bill to the Suns as far as that goes. You go ahead and do that. That's gonna make it even easier to beat the Suns because they ain't gonna guard nobody. I mean, what you gonna do with Booker, Bill, and KD on the court? Your 3 stars. Your team plays as hard as your stars play on defense. If you ever noticed that, if you don't play defense, your team ain't gonna play defense. They're gonna follow your lead. So go ahead and put Bill on the Suns. You want to make the shit easy in the West. Are they gonna score 120 points? Yeah, they're gonna give up 140 though. Okay. So what? So go ahead and do that. Bill needs to go to the Heat. He's a better fit down there. They already got defense down there. It's a defensive culture down there. What Butler needs is the offensive player because Butler can score 30, but he can't do it against the likes of Kawhi, Aaron Gordon, people who bigger than can guard him, right? So Bill needs to go down there, and I'm cool. I'm cool with Leonard going to Miami. More offense, but beside Butler, I'm cool with that. That's good fits. But sending Bill to the Suns, yeah, please do that. Please do that. That's just gonna be just like the Nets, right? I'm about to finish up and let the next man go. That's gonna be just like the Nets, right? Kyrie, Harden, and KD. Who they gonna guard, bro? Who are you guarding? Yeah, you can score all you want, but this ain't golf. This ain't tennis. This ain't a one-way sport. You got to play defense on the other end of the court. It's like LeBron. He averaged 30 all year, whatever he averaged. It didn't matter. He got his ass swept because he didn't play no defense. Y'all remember, this is my last point here. Y'all remember when Stephen A. Smith was roasting Bron on TV and showing Kyle Kuzma pushing Bron in the back because Bron wouldn't rotate on defense? Mm-hmm. If your leaders don't play defense, you're not going to advance. See, LeBron played defense in the bubble, which it was the bubble, but he played a little more defense then. But ever since then, bro, he's been chasing the stats. But that's and I hope, like I said, I hope my Hawks get Pascal because we in trade talks for that. We need that. More defense, more rebounding, and more shooting from the power forward position. But that's what I got.
Man, appreciate you, man, and shout out to my man Sean, Clipper fan, with all the knowledge, man. Definitely appreciate you, bro. But Bruce is in the building. What's good, Bruce?
What's up, gentlemen?
Salute.
You guys are good. Happy Father's Day, like I was saying in the comments, to all the fathers, accidental or planned.
Hey, what about Zion? Does he get a Happy Father's Day?
Happy Father's Day, Zion. Yes, he do. Happy Father's Day. Maybe. Next year, you got to make sure the baby get here healthy.
Yeah. Bill to Miami will be terrible decision. A terrible decision. Terrible. I'm sorry. It'll be a terrible decision. They will have less defense, better scoring, less defense. Miami needs a point guard. They don't have a point guard. And Bill is not going to solve that issue. You know, Butler will be focused more on defense, but I don't know. His defense has gotten worse for me. And with all that money, are they going to have bench? They just need a point guard and a bench. Didn't have a bench, no real bench in the finals. So that would be a terrible decision. Bill to the Suns, that's another terrible decision. No defense. Booker is not a defender. KD, he's okay. But, yeah, that's a terrible decision also. So I don't understand those trades. In regards to the Clippers, I mean, if you take in Van Fleet, you can say goodbye to Westbrook. I think Van Fleet wants to start. I think he thinks that he's a starter now. So if Van Fleet is going to Clippers, I think you need to say goodbye to Westbrook. And to me, I'd rather have Van Fleet than Westbrook because I think he's a better defender than Westbrook. And can make key shots. But if Westbrook is back, I have no problem with that. But both cannot be on the same team. If Clippers could get Siakam, that would be the best deal for me. That's the best for me. And in regards to, because Thomas seems very annoyed by what Peachy said. I mean, I understand because I don't want to play with someone who's saying. My problem with Paul George is he's you're still playing and he's revealing all his weaknesses. You showing to your opponents that you're weak-minded, is mentally soft. Why are
Exactly.
you telling everybody that, oh, okay, I'm not that strong anymore. I'm not that still PG. People that used to respect you, they're gonna respect you less on the court. They're like, oh yeah, he's not gonna do nothing. We should not
Exactly.
scare of him because he doesn't. He's not that dog anymore. Why are you saying that? You need to keep saying that. Even if you have one leg, if you on your leg on when you're on the court, you still have to think that way. So that's crazy to me. I mean, is he just like playing like he's in a YMCA or something, or is he just trying to win? I don't think Paul George is trying to win. And all I said is, if I'm the Clippers, I trade Paul George this summer because I don't want a player that doesn't want to compete. The way Paul George is talking, he doesn't want to compete. He
There
wants
you go.
Kawhi to do everything.
There
Doesn't
you
want to
go.
compete.
Well said, Bruce.
Only thing is,
That was my whole point.
the only thing is about, and I definitely think y'all make good points. So me and Sean was talking about this yesterday, and we can all agree, PG, his mentality since that leg injury has went down. So I think when he's at his best, he's a top 10 player. So my thing is, if you lose him, there's not too much you're gonna get back equally for him. And I think Kawhi's the type of person is he can. It's like Pippen and Mike. Pippen by himself can't win a championship. He can only get so far. But Mike said this in his documentary. If you stand by him, you make him stronger. There's certain players I played with that they need that extra push. You need to know how your players are. Jimmy Butler doesn't need that extra push. He's not as skilled as PG, but he has the mentality already. PG lacks that at times, but you have a guy like Kawhi by him, he makes him stronger. So I don't get rid of a talent like Paul George. There's nobody in the league with that talent that you can really get back. So you're going to get worse as a team. You're not going to get better. So my thing is like what Sean said, he's like Kawhi needs to be healthy for us to win. And I think they would have already won a championship. Like, again, if we want to win a championship, nobody's talking about this. The whole point is that Kawhi hasn't been healthy.
Exactly.
So I don't think why get rid of Paul George where he's a top 10 player, where we've seen he can carry you to the playoffs year by year. He can get you to the conference finals, but he's just not number one. But you got Kawhi right there. So my thing is, no, don't try to break it up because you're not going to get nobody. Siakam, those guys can't do what Paul George can do on the offensive end. So,
you don't
honestly,
think Siakam?
I'd rather have Bradley Beal than Paul George now because
hell
Paul George
no.
talks too much.
Hell no.
I won't agree with that, but I agree with everything else Bruce said.
Okay, all right.
PG's 6'9" and can play both ways. Bill just a scorer. He's 6'4". He's undersized.
Yeah, I'll take Pascal because Pascal's going to average 25 plus, and if Pascal gets a mismatch at the power forward, he loves posting up and taking advantage of mismatches and abuse people. He'll get you 30 in a series. He's not going to average 30 all year, but that regular season average stuff that stuff is overrated as hell. It's what you do in the playoffs. Like for instance, what we said Denver needed to do to counter what Spoelstra did with Love, right? Even though Love was on the court, they needed to get Gordon still taking advantage of the mismatches he had. Pascal would do that, just like Gordon did that. Pascal would take an advantage, and he would go. He even went at Draymond Green's head in that playoffs, and that was more of a prime Draymond defender. He was going at that dude, bro, giving him the business. Pascal would get you there. I would take Pascal for PG, but because even like Bruce said, bro, just to say that out loud in front of your team, like your teammates are listening to you, bro. Like,
but
if
you don't think that they already know that? Like Steven said, he said they already knew that. I don't think we know that. We knew that before he made the podcast that he's mentally up and down, but his skill set is so great that you deal with it. I think Kawhi knows that. That's how he knows how to make him tick. So I don't
So why
need
say it?
because that's how he chooses to. That's him. That's you have to accept what he is. Just like
Well,
Kawhi, we have to accept that Kawhi gets hurt at the worst times. And if he would have been healthy the last 2-3 seasons, bro, we would have 2 titles. I've learned to accept Kawhi. I'm not gonna throw him away because he's been hurt, at the worst times. PG is who he is. You have to accept what he is.
All
And
all
you
the
have to
teammates of Westbrook, all the teammates of Westbrook knows that he can shoot. But you never hear Westbrook say, "Hey, I can shoot, man. I'm terrible on 3." Like he's gonna still shoot. He's still gonna compete and try. He's gonna take the shot, even if he breaks it, he'll elbow, because he's a competitor.
but is he but
Paul
is
George is acting
what
like,
is that?
oh,
But do you think though, like everyone has flaws though? That's what I'm saying. Westbrook can't shoot, but he keeps that's what some people may call that delusional. So
don't you have to be delusional a little bit in trying to be great?
but okay, so yes you do. But there's people that take it too far. There's people that okay, that's like looking in the mirror and you like damn near 300 pounds and you waking up every day saying, damn, I look good. Or damn, I'm skinny, or damn, like, and you know your ass need to be in the gym, your ass need to be eating better. That's the pure delusion. That's just as equally as bad as a person not having that confidence. Either way it goes, it's purely either way. You got to accept for what they are and try to build off their weaknesses.
But
I don't think Paul
Paul
George has
George
been
looks in
that
the
bad.
mirror and like he looks good. I mean, like, dang, I look like trash. That's him. He's his worst enemy. He looks good,
y'all
but
missing
he's like,
I agree with that.
we missing a point here. It's not only what he said; it's the fact that the man was running bleachers at this point right now. And I thought I'd never say this because I never was a Westbrook fan. I never was. He just by how he plays and how I wasn't a fan. But he earned my respect because he when the whole world was against him, he bucked. He came out and gave what he had. But I got more respect for Westbrook. It's not just about what Paul George said, bro. You run in the bleachers, bro. Like you are. I promise you this. I bet you Embiid wouldn't run the bleachers, but he put the brace on and got on the court. I bet you he went on camera sprinting up bleachers. I bet you he was in too much pain to do that. But Paul George wasn't in that too much pain to sprint bleachers. He got on the court. So to me, it's not only what he said, but it's that he was out there working out and not coming back for the team under pain. So for Westbrook, I really believe Westbrook would have played on that leg. So I respect that more. So now had I heard Paul George say that, then I would then what BJ is saying is it would be more correct. We already knew that. But not only did you say that, you showed us on camera what you're doing. It's so like to me, bro, that's just a bad taste in my mouth. And I got, like I said, Kawhi healthy, I believe beats Phoenix without Paul George.
Of course, yeah.
There's no Phoenix Suns fan that came in here with all that front run, and then when they got that, then when Kawhi stole home court, they didn't show their ass back up. Well, I take that back. But he did show back up. But the way his tone changed, they knew they was in trouble. They knew they was in trouble. So, like I said, if PG stays, I still think we win the championship as long as Kawhi is healthy. If PG goes, I still think we win the championship as long as Kawhi is healthy. And I would take 2 players and still say we win the championship. I would keep Westbrook. I'll take OG Anunoby because OG Anunoby is the lockdown defender. He's not Kawhi prime Kawhi defender, but that man is a hellified defender. He will take the stars, and then Kawhi can do the scoring.
So let me ask you this question.
Every Toronto player, man.
Let me ask you this question. This is Kawhi we talking about. Do you feel like it would be easier if Paul George was there or harder?
Okay, well, tell me who I got if Paul George is not there. If I got Westbrook and Anunoby, I'm happy. If I got Westbrook and Pascal, I'm happy. If I
so you want Westbrook and Anunoby, or you want Westbrook and Siakam? Let's just go with those 2. So you think the championship would be easier or be harder?
I would go with Siakam because here's why. Siakam can play the small ball 5, and then Siakam also makes the pick and roll a lot deadlier. All right, so if you get Anunoby, you're getting more defense, but you're getting you're spreading the floor, right? Which makes it easier for Westbrook to operate with Zubac. With Pascal, you ain't losing much defense. He's not Anunoby on defense, but he is a pretty damn good defender his damn self. I would take because Zubac needs help at the power forward. I would take Westbrook and Pascal, and I'd let PG go. Because here's what I do know I'm gonna get out of Pascal and Westbrook: all heart, all effort, play through pain, and then I got rim protection. Because what we need most, even if PG and Kawhi is healthy, is somebody behind Zubac. Because Zubac gets he gets bashed on a lot of times, but this is what people fail to realize. Who is Zubac's backside? BJ, you play ball. What's the most common phrase on defense? Help the who? Help the helper.
Outside, yeah.
Help the helper, right? Zubac is helping on the pick and roll. He's contesting damn shots, bro. Luka and these guards are hitting shots in his face, but he's contesting. Not all the time, but he contests most of the time. But the problem is, if he goes out and contests and they get by him, who's protecting the rim? Pascal going to protect that rim. Is Marcus Morris going to protect the rim? So who's helping the helper? Zubac gets aired out way too much. So give me Westbrook. I keep T-Man. I trade PG for Pascal straight up. I keep my team. I keep Powell. I keep T-Man, and I get a real power forward, and I get Westbrook because Westbrook's a free agent, so the Clippers don't have him. He's a free man. He's not under contract, so the Clippers don't have him. But if I can sign him and get Pascal, and I keep my whole core, shit, I'm in. I'm taking my chance because if Kawhi gets hurt, I still got 30. Pascal can get you 30, bro, if he's getting the ball all the time. 25 to 30. So let's say that. Westbrook will get you 25, 30 if Kawhi is hurt. Powell will get you 25 or 20 off the bench. We got plenty of scoring if Kawhi is out. But the topic is playoffs. And if I go in the playoffs with Westbrook, Pascal, Kawhi, shit, I'm good. I would even put T-Man in at the 2 guard because now I got a two-way 2 guard to play defense and offense. And T-Man don't need the ball. Westbrook needs the ball. He can have the ball. When Kawhi ain't got the ball, he can have the ball. Pascal don't need the ball. Pascal, he can play the pick and roll. He can hit the corner threes. He gets on the offensive glass. He don't need the ball. But so Westbrook can rock and do what he does. Because I'm telling you, with PG, because y'all seen it when PG was healthy. Westbrook wasn't playing. Westbrook didn't have the ball in the fourth quarter. PG did. He was running point guard. After he did all that advocating, right? When the ship got tight, Paul George took over the point guard role in the fourth quarter. So what use is Westbrook at that point? But
go ahead. I'm gonna let Rick intervene. I got a couple more players I want to bring up too, but I'm gonna get back to my man Sean's point to that. What you got, Rick?
Now, I've been listening, man. Look, now Bruce and Sean did say some good things, man. I was listening. I definitely see the Pascal thing. I see the Van Fleet thing. My mind keeps going back to, though, when Kawhi went down and before PG got hurt, PG was kind of holding down the ship for my man Kawhi while he was away. Granted, I see the blueprint, and if I say it like that, of how you bring in Pascal or you bring in OG. You know, I see what they mean by moving T-Man to the 2 position. Like, I'm looking at all this in my head, but to also look at BJ's side, it's like, now Kawhi did ask for PG, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. He asked for PG. Am I correct about that?
You're right, but I think you got to go back to what BJ said about that. I believe when asking for, well, first of all, PG was by default. He wanted Jimmy Butler and he wanted KD, then he got PG. So he got him by default. Okay. But also, Rick, we talking 4 years later.
I got you.
A lot of stuff changes, but go ahead.
I got you. And you're and Sean, you on the money. Let me start off by saying that you and Bruce are making good points. You're on the money. But see, the comment he made, I'm kind of looking at, because, you know, I'm I'm not a Clippers fan, so I'm kind of no dog in the fight. I'm just looking at it from a third person's view. When he made the comment, I'm looking at it very subjectively too, because if we're talking about PG back when he's with the Pacers, he was a young kid. He's in his early 20s, right? He's a dog. He's young. That's like Iron Mike Tyson. It's when he's young, right? So I could look at it another way. I'm like, maybe he doesn't have that same fire and fervor, because me at 22, I was bouncy too. I was defensively aggressive too. I was crazy on the court too. But at 32, I done slowed down a little bit. Don't mean I won't compete, but I done slowed down in aging. So I can look at it in different ways. But what I am looking at when it comes to PG is that and I've seen it, right? Just like you've seen it. When Kawhi went down, PJ was taking care of business the best he could. Granted, when he got hurt, like you keep bringing up, he's running bleachers. We probably can have him during these pivotal points in the playoffs. All that good stuff. I get it. That can make fans, that can make players who love the game mad. I do see that side, but what BJ said, he is right in my opinion. There's some guys that can make certain guys tick. So it's like, yeah, Kawhi's not there, he's down, but when Kawhi is there, they look pretty solidified. They look pretty strong. The structure's good. And granted, I like what you said. I like what you and Bruce both said. Siakam definitely can come in and have that rim protection. He's just as big, just as tall. But man, when I look at PG play when Kawhi was down, I'm like, bro, he playing like a little guard out there at 6'10", 6'9", and he can create his own shots. Now, I know Siakam can be just as deadly, but I feel like skill-wise, man, and I get how you say you can use them within the system far as setting those screens and everything, but I just feel like, I don't think PG, and I'm kind of being the devil's advocate here, I don't think PG is simply saying he's going to lay down. I just think that he's more so alluding to, and this is just my perception and opinion since it's subjective, I just think he's not the same dog as he once was when he was 22, 23, playing against LeBron and him back in the day. He doesn't have that body. He doesn't have that same fire. But I don't think it doesn't mean he doesn't want to compete, because when I saw Kawhi go down, my dude was doing some incredible stuff. And then when we roll back to Westbrook, I'm like, Westbrook to me, like you said yourself, Sean, he bit back at people. It's like we saw him with the Lakers, how even the Lakers crowd was like just poo-pooing on him and not really boosting him up when he was taking bad shots that he couldn't shoot. But when he got to the Clippers, he make a mistake. You didn't see the team coming at him. If anything, they supported him. And all of a sudden, I think it was against the Memphis Grizzlies, my man dropping straight threes on him. Like because they built his confidence. So I do think that the Clippers do have some type of culture there that can, quote unquote, from BJ's own wording, make certain players tick. And so the reason why I keep alluding to, I do like Westbrook there, even though what you and Bruce said makes sense to me, so I'm not even really disagreeing with that. I'm just saying I do like him there because he does bring a faster pace. He does hustle. He does seem more confident. You could tell his attitude and energy does boost the morale of the overall team. And then, of course, when you have PG and you have Kawhi on your side, at any given time, we already know that Kawhi can take over when he feels. He has an on and off button. So we already know he can change the tide of battle when he feels like it. And we already know that PG and Westbrook falls under his leadership. So they know when he's going to take over and they play accordingly. I'm not saying that Siakam can't do that. I'm not saying that Van Fleet can't do that. But what I am saying is I've already seen this happen. And I know that if we, like BJ was kind of saying, if we know that, yes, he said some things that we don't like, but we have seen the man in action where when it comes down to it, he is going to play at the best of his ability. And like I said, like BJ said, you can't really just give up on him just because he said something, knowing that what we've seen, he actually can give you some buckets. He actually can come and play defense. We know what he's capable of. But I'm not disagreeing what you and Bruce said. I definitely get why a fan member or a person that loves the game can look at it and be like, I don't want to deal with this guy after saying that. But I'm just going off a non-biased basis of I seen what he can do though, and he does help the team.
And I would let that ride if we talking about $80 million. My thing is, you got to go back when a man comes to your team and sits down in your office and says, "Man, I'm going to give you everything I got. I'm playing through that pain. Give me the Supermax." But the Supermax is the highest paid possible salary you can get. That's what the man asked for. That's what the man got. But yet another man over here named B and putting the brace on, getting on the court, playing through pain. You over here running bleachers, playing on the podcast, talking shit. I would co-sign with you, Rick, on everything. If he was getting paid $80 million, I'd deal with it. I would just deal with it.
Okay.
But my thing is he get paid too much to, like.
I can agree with that.
I could agree with that. And I heard that, bro, and I seen that and heard that back to back, bro. He'd be the first one up out of my seat. I promise you.
He's asking for too much. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you asking, bro. You asking for everything. It's like put yourself in your own career, right? Hey, BJ, let me take. I got hard times over here. Let me take all the money from the Pull Up podcast. And BJ say okay, and then Rick, no, don't show up half the time. Like so what how's BJ gonna look at you, right? That's what I'm looking. That's my view when I see PG. You ask for everything possible. You got everything possible, and then you're gonna talk about, man, I just love the game. I ain't the dog. I ain't hungry no more like this. Oh, by the way, y'all need me to come back. The series on the ropes. I'm out here running bleachers, man. I'm going hard. Oh, fuck y'all. I'll be back next year. Oh, by the way, I want my Supermax money though. Make sure you got all my incentives in that bitch too. No, hell, no. I'm done with it, bro.
I think that's a better.
BJ's right. Everything PG provides on the court, we can win championships with that. Yeah, we can. I'm just looking at what you asked for money wise. That's what I'm looking at.
Okay. I can ride with that. I can ride with that too.
I can ride with that too. But I want to ask y'all about two more players, man. So of course we got, also Draymond Green and Jordan Poole situation, man. So what do y'all feel like Golden State gonna do this season? Are they gonna move off of one of these guys? Are they gonna keep these guys? What you think gonna happen with this Warriors situation, man? Let me start with Bruce, because this is one of his teams as well. Bruce.
Yeah, sorry, I was not listening. What did you ask me?
He was asking. I don't know if his mic, he doing something with his mic, but he was asking you, Bruce, what do you think that the Golden State Warriors should do with Draymond Green and Poole coming up with all these, trades, and like, what do you think their future process should be with these two?
Draymond, I'm not a fan of Draymond Green. I think Draymond Green needs to go. Save some money, get other players younger that could do what Draymond does. Not as good as Draymond, like the passing, the defense, but it was gonna score. We saw that in the playoff this season. Well, the past season, where it was only one player. The offense, it was basically one player who has generated to offense. And when the other players are not scoring, it's the only player. It's very hard to beat a team. And Steph Curry is getting up in age, so you need to make his job easier. And I don't think Draymond is going to do that. And I don't think his relationship with Poole is repairable. It seems like it. So, try to get Siakam. That's another player that can help the team. Siakam. I would trade Draymond and somebody else for Siakam and try to get him. They just need to. One of them has to go for the sanity of the team. Because the team is not gonna gel. Because there's gonna be a camp for Draymond. There's gonna be a camp for Poole. And I think the veterans gonna go with Draymond, and the young people are gonna go with Poole. And we saw that in the court last year.
What do you think about, just to kind of piggyback off of what you said, what do you think about Klay's position right now?
I'm sorry, Klay has to go too? Klay has to
go
like,
too? Do you think he has to go? Okay.
Yeah, because I think Clay is still on the team because of loyalty, because the Warriors want to be loyal to Clay. But he's a player he's gonna be good, really great one game, and then he's gonna play like 20 games or 15 games before he's doing something good again. And he tends to jack up shots, like crazy shooting, like he's sitting down and he's shooting. I'm like, man, why are you shooting this shot? Why are you shooting this? So I don't think you need a player like that and with him, because if he's not shooting well, he's not really doing anything else well.
Okay. And then my last question to you. So, do you think it would be better if Poole, Clay, and Draymond all get traded, or more so just Poole and Draymond, or even just keep Poole but get rid of Draymond and Clay?
Draymond is the first person I would get rid of. Draymond is the first person I would try to get rid of, and because Poole, you need Poole for the bench.
Okay. So pretty much just bring in some either younger or either more, taller guys, because you said Siakam. Bring in some rim protectors and the people, two-way players with a little height on them. Okay. And then it frees up the salary cap, so I see where you're going with it. What about you, Sean? What about you on this Warriors topic?
I definitely would try to get Pascal at all costs. That Clay's a tough one. I think Bruce is right. I think that's a loyalty deal there, because he was shooting up shots, for sure. I would maybe keep Poole and slide Poole in the starter at the 2 and see if you can kind of what BJ was saying. Can you get can you get Poole to pick up the pace a little bit, because he's on the court with Steph at all times now. Maybe that's what he needs to pick him up. He didn't show up in the playoffs in that series, but I have seen. Matter of fact, the year that Kawhi got hurt, Danny Green had prime Klay Thompson on lockdown. But after that series, or after that year, Klay bounced back. That's before his major injuries. So players have bad, especially shooters. They can have bad series. Pascal. I definitely go after Pascal. Pascal's the best possible free agent you can get. If you can't get him, go after Kuzma. Kuzma's a free agent. Pascal, I think you got to trade for, right? Is Pascal unrestricted free agent?
Let me check for you real quick. Hold on. I got you.
I'm not sure about that, but
I think Pascal's under contract, bro. I'm about 85% sure he's under contract.
Yeah, that's why Draymond contract could help.
Is Draymond under contract, Bruce? Is he a free agent?
He's under contract, but he has an option. I think he can opt in.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's got the player.
It shows player. Yeah, it shows player. He got the player option, $27.6 million. Let's see, and then you said Siakam. Let me go down here. That's a lot of people on this list.
And I don't think DiVincenzo, because he has an option too. I don't think he's gonna opt in, because he's gonna want more money. So,
well, whatever they do, brother, Golden State got to add defense. That's why they got sent home.
Yeah.
Okay. They lost all that defense.
You cannot go too far with Looney as your starting center. I don't think Looney is a stop.
Hey, let me get Cam in real quick, and I'm gonna let y'all keep going. What's good, Cam?
What's good, BJ? Broderick. Salute, fellas. Happy Father's Day.
Salute. Happy Father's Day. Thank you.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to everybody. For sure.
With Golden State, man, I think they should just go and trade Poole. Because everything that's been going on, with him and Draymond, and also the problems with him and Steve Kerr. as well. So I think they should just go and move on with, from Poole and try to go out and get a big maybe. And I think they should just resign Draymond, man. Keep the core group. Keep the core group. Go get some, go get a bid. Like I said, that's all I had on that.
Okay. Well, Rick, what you about to say, man?
On the topic at hand, when it comes to Golden State, I mean, I kind of like what Bruce and Sean are saying, and a little bit of a mixture of both. I think with Poole, I think I would kind of give him. I like what Sean said. I would put him at the 2. I would keep him out there with Steph. He is young, so but we got to get rid of Draymond, and then Clay. I don't mind getting rid of him either, because what I saw this season, I was like, bro, you're hurting your team more than you're helping your team. I do agree with both what Sean and Bruce said. I think it's more of a loyalty thing at this point, but he's definitely not helping the team. I'm not crapping on Clay. I know he brought a lot to that city, a lot to that organization, but he, what have you done for me lately, right? Pat Riley mindset. And at the end of the day, it's like you can't be jacking up shots, especially when we not blowing the team out by 20 or 15. We down by 20 or 15. Like, we need you to hit them shots. And so when it comes down to it, Clay got to go. When it comes down to it, Draymond definitely got to go. I don't know if it was Bruce or Sean that said this, because when you keep both of them there, then you're kind of having people in the locker room pick sides. We obviously know that the coach himself, he has more of a favor towards Green. That could be for the loyalty and the camaraderie that they had over the years. We even saw it on their podcast, and both of them were talking. Like, you could tell they're buddy to the least of an example. Like, they're cool. So it's already a division there. So you definitely can't have Poole and Draymond there. So Draymond, we kind of got to go ahead and let him go. I think he did his work. He did his time. We got 4 championships with you. But now we need to bring in somebody. Like I said, if you can't bring in a Siakam, I was looking for him, but I can't find him on this tracker here. If you can't bring in a Siakam, then I think that's a perfect trade. Granted, I think, maybe Green, Clay, maybe even somebody else. If Siakam is that big of a deal with his contract, then, hey, let's just kind of, help out Steph while we still can, because Bruce said it. Steph is getting older. You know what I mean? He's only a 6'3" dude. Yes, Pagan 180. Yes, I'm cleaning house, and I'm not even speaking from you got to understand, I'm not even the biggest Warriors fan, but I love what Steph has brought to that organization. Like, I love the organization really just based off him. And I love the core pieces, but like I said, I'm kind of Pat Riley minded. At the end of the day, I love you, but I want to compete too. So at the end of the day, Clay, if it's his season, if his time is up, it look like it's showing. Draymond, we can't keep having antics where you're doing something, you causing, off shifts during the season to where you're bringing turmoil in the locker room, or you're doing stuff off the court, not knocking them, but it does happen with him. But at the end of the day, I want to win. I want to compete, and we have one of the greatest players of all time still playing on our team in Steph Curry, so we need to do what we have to do to bring pieces around him to where we still compete for championships, because we already know when that man is in his bag and he has the right core, it's going to be dangerous. So that's how I'm looking at it. So that's my piece on the Warriors.
Yeah, just my little 2 cents about the Warriors, man. With Steph and with the whole Clay and Steph thing, like, I think Clay, yeah, they're doing it because of loyalty. What I've noticed with the Warriors, it's more of like the older group against the younger group. So Steph, Clay, Draymond versus Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga. You can say Andrew Wiggins, but not really, because he's a starter for the team. But mainly those 2 are the ones, wanting more playing time. And because Draymond, Steph, and Clay are still there, they don't get a chance to get their real burn. So now, what I've seen with, the team, they're siding more with keeping the core together and then getting off of Jordan Poole and Jonathan Kuminga. That's what I see. What I think they should do, unfortunately, without Draymond, their system doesn't work. So you're going to have to get a new system and be accepting of that, meaning that you're no longer going to be that team that's going to be getting handoffs for Steph and Clay to shoot all these threes. You're going to change your entire system if you get rid of Draymond, and you got to be okay with that. So I mean, who else you gonna really get that knows the system the way Draymond does and can pick it up as fastly as he picked it up throughout the years? Because if Draymond goes to a different team, he's not what he is with the Warriors. We all know that. So, but it's so toxic between Poole and Draymond. It's like hard to keep them together for another year. But that's the only option I can really see, because if you get rid of one or the other, you're losing something valuable. Which one do you think is more valuable to lose, Draymond or Poole?
Definitely Draymond.
Draymond's a better playmaker. That's for sure. That's what a lot of people fail to realize. He don't do a lot of scoring, but last time I checked, the assists count for points. So if he averages 6-7 assists a game.
Mm-hmm.
And in his prime, I think he had a year or two where he might even average 8 assists. He led the team in assists for a couple years.
Yeah, giving the balls to Steph Curry. Oh, that's easy. That's so.
But let's just say,
when Steph Curry and Klay Thompson was out, Draymond's that year, Draymond's assists, his numbers never wavered. He averaged the same thing when they
really.
both
How many games did he play?
I don't know how many games he played. But he played enough for it to mean something.
No. He didn't play. He didn't want to play. He said it himself. He did not feel like playing that year.
Even if they keep Poole, they still Steve Kerr comments. What he said about Poole, that's still like a little beef right there. It's still a problem.
Right. Well, let's go to one more, man. And make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all enter, man. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe, hit the share. Go check out our new membership badges, man. 3 different tiers, man. Pull-up badge, Clipper badge, interview badge, man. Go check those out as well. Become a pull-up member today. Hey, but check this one out, man. Chris Paul. What y'all thoughts on? No, not Chris Paul. Oh no, forget Chris Paul. Let's go with Jaylen Brown. What do you see Jaylen Brown doing this offseason? I'm gonna start with Rick on this one. What you think Jaylen Brown gonna do this offseason?
Man, look, I gotta give a shout out to Bruce real quick, because Bruce been calling it forever. Stop dribbling the damn ball so much. This man be out here doing moves for no reason and be losing the ball. Because let's look at it, man. It's not like he's in a bad position, right? Like we all know that the Celtics, they can compete when they playing well, but man, he really is against himself. He's in his own way. This dude be handling the rock, doing plays in pivotal times where you just like it was one, I think in one of those games, I can't remember if it was 3-4, whatever. This man had like 8 turnovers because he's trying to do extra stuff. It's like, just play fundamental ball, man. Get the ball where you need to get it to. It's too easy to turn your backside to somebody. Keep the ball low to the ground. Wait till somebody sets you a screen. Either shoot it or pass it. But I feel like he does too much. So I don't think really even him going somewhere else is going to help or hurt a team. It definitely hurt a team. He keep turning that damn ball over. But at the end of the day, I think he's good where he's at. He just needs to focus on his handling skills and his IQ. More so, he needs to become more fundamentally sound. He needs to know where he's at out there. He needs to be more pivotal in certain situations where you don't make certain plays during certain crunch times of the game. Because like I said, watching him in this playoffs, I'm just trying to figure out why you trying to go between the legs 3 or 4 times between 2 people when all you had to do was just step back and pass the ball to one of your teammates, reset, run to the other side of the court, set a screen, and pop open for a shot or cut to the basket. Just playing just a simple give and go type of game. It's not like you're not fast enough to do it, and we do know when he's playing at his best, he's not scared. He'll go up like he's looking like a young D Wade sometime when he goes to the rack and he goes fearless. So it's like just get out of your own way. I don't think he really needs to go anywhere. I just think he needs to really clean up on his fundamentals, because he does a lot of stupid stuff in pivotal moments. That's what I'll say about him.
He's definitely not going to be he's definitely not leading no teams to no championship. So wherever he go, he's going to have to be a number 2 or number 3. I mean, why shit, go to state need defense, make that trade. So I let Klay Thompson go for Jaylen Brown, because he's gonna bring defense, and
what
he don't have to make all the plays.
So what you feel about this, Bruce?
Jaylen Brown for Klay Thompson? No, man. No, no. I'd rather have broken down Klay Thompson than Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown, Jalen Brown with two left hand. Come on, man. I know I'm gonna have a turnover machine, and Steph Curry turns the balls over. Golden State already has a problem with turnovers. Why would I need to bring one of the guy who's the most turnovers in the playoff the last couple of years? Why do I want Jalen Brown? So when he has the ball, I already know I'm going back on defense. Man. Come on, man. Why do I need Jalen Brown? You know, I don't think his IQ is there. Yeah, he has no IQ. He needs on the summer go in the classroom of IQs. You know, learn fundamentals. So a lot of those players, they don't know the fundamentals of basketball. They just think that, okay, just give me the ball and I'm gonna shoot or go to the basket. They don't know where they need to stand or where their teammates gonna want the ball or what's the best position for their teammate. All they know about is their stats, and there's no progress. And I thought he was better than Tatum. No way. No, man, he's not better than Tatum.
Damn.
Damn.
Well, I mean, all these players got flaws. I mean, what's the difference in Klay Thompson being 5 for 20? That's 15 possessions going the other direction, or Jalen Brown having 4 turnovers and not being 5 for 20.
To get the rebound, but Jalen Brown, come on, man.
Jalen Brown bring more defense to me. At this point, Klay Thompson was a lot better defender.
Yeah, he brings more defense to his own team because he turns the ball.
Jalen Brown was getting cooked in that Boston series.
What you think?
When Tatum was
he's a better defender than Klay Thompson right now.
He was getting baked.
What you think about this move, Cam? What you think Jalen Brown should he stay in Boston or should he go to Memphis, Houston? Where do you think he should go?
Look, man, they should trade him, but I think he gonna end up staying because they really have no choice. But yeah, man, like Bruce and Rick said, man, this dude need to work on his game, bro. Work on your handles. Work on your fundamentals. Him, Tatum, and Smart take the most dumbest shots probably I done ever seen from a team that's supposed to be that talented. Like it don't make no sense, bro. These dudes act like they don't have no basket. It's like they just forget how to play basketball.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's why when I watch them in the playoffs, I'm not really worried about them because it's the same thing every year. Oh, Boston got this. They're going to be in the finals. And I'm like, all right. They end up losing the second, third round. They lose the finals in a dramatic fashion against Golden State last year. I knew they was going to get worse. So, yeah, Boston, yeah, they're a dumb team. All the talent, just dumb as hell. Oh.
Mm-hmm. In that order.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh man. OC Love, salute, man. Oh man.
It don't make no sense how inconsistent they was, man.
Yeah.
Throughout this whole season, y'all.
I mean, it's like I was saying, man. I don't just stay where you at. Just work on your game. I mean, you guys been to the Eastern Finals a couple times now. So like BJ said, like everybody's really saying, you have the talent. We know you can get there, but you just got to clean up yourselves, man. You got to clean it up. Like like you said, I like what Cam just said. It's like, man, like y'all just the team that just do the dumbest stuff at the worst time. It don't make any sense. And when you collectively look at the team, it's like, man, y'all got a nice little, like, a little team, a little system, but y'all just be doing dumb stuff. And see, trading somebody is not gonna make that any better. It's because now you just making another team worse. So really, you just work on your game, work on your handles, Brown. Tatum, beat Tatum, stop being Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Smart. You got the defensive player of the year, went last year or whatever. We need to see it, consistently. And just play team ball and quit making dumb plays, man. And I think it'll be better for them. But they got to see that. They got to work on that.
A lot of those players are make dumb plays. A lot of them. I've seen more. There's dumb plays in the playoff, and people that were supposed to be great players make stupid dumb plays.
Yeah, that's about right. I knew when Udoka got moved, I knew they were gonna get worse because he was so strategic that you can kind of hide some of the dumbness from the Boston Celtics as a team. But once they lost their anchor, bro, that's when their whole team kind of fell apart. And even with them falling apart, they had the best record in the East, but they weren't gonna win no title, bro.
I don't know
The
why I
same
picked
thing is
them.
gonna
I
happen
don't
again
even know.
next year if they have the same team.
I
Yo,
had
shit.
faith in them dudes too, bro.
He said I have faith. I mean, look, realistically, I can understand why. Because on paper, they look good. Like you said, even when they were playing like during the season, they look good. But then when it comes down to, pivotal moments in the playoffs, Cam said it best. It's like they just forget how to play basketball. It's like, what in the world is going on? Like, it don't make any sense, man. It just makes you scratch your head. Shift God said that they don't have a true big man. Here's my only thing to that. I mean, I don't know if you don't look at what's the brother name.
Hold on. We talking about Boston?
Yeah, that's what Shift God just said. So I'm trying to.
Bro, I'll take Rob Williams on my team all day long.
So I was gonna say,
take that man to the Clippers, please.
I was gonna say, I don't really have an issue with their big man system. Well, because they got.
He was their best player, Rick.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
That man was
hooping. He's injury prone. Why do you want Robert Williams? You want to build a hospital team? What?
Oh man! All right.
You can go through a lot of playoffs talking about people hurt though. Like,
what about?
Okay. A lot of people.
Okay, here's what I'm saying though. With Horford and Williams, I do like that little combo they got. I do like that with the Celtics. I think it's more so the issue is what we're already talking about. We're talking about the three main guys, especially bringing up Brown. You're not helping your team when you turn the ball over. You're not helping your team when you, I guess, decide to get hot. I'm talking about Tatum now. Decide to get hot one game and then you just cold as ice the next. Like, it just has to be some consistency here because, like I said, when they're playing well, they're a good team. They've shown it. They've been to the Eastern Finals twice. Like, they've shown it. They can almost get there, but they hurt themselves. So me just completely saying, okay, they need to make trades. No, not really. They just need to clean themselves up. They need to work on their games.
Yeah. Jalen Brown needs to go to our local YMCA, learn how to dribble. Doesn't know how to dribble, bro. Not at all.
He
cannot dribble. Go to our AAU and learn how to dribble, man. Every time he tries to put the ball between his legs, I already know. If I'm the other team, I'm already crossing. I'm like, hey, I'm right there. Come on. Every time, the same turnover every year. Cannot put the ball between his legs. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
What's crazy is he got the feet work.
Yeah, it's just his hands. It's his hands and it's his timing. Like, when it comes to dribbling, and it's like weird because I used to have this problem too. Change your pace. You don't have have a bunch of different moves. You ain't gotta be Kyrie to be a great ball handler. All you gotta do.
I was just about to say he trying to be Kyrie. Kyrie a different breed.
Yeah, you're not Kyrie. So and Paul George can do what kind of Kyrie do, but he turns the ball over too sometimes when he's dribbling too much. But Jaylen Brown, his hands and his timing and also his change of pace is off. So I used to have that same problem too, where I used to, have all these moves, but I didn't know when to do the moves and like the pace, like when to put the ball on the floor, when to, cross over, when to dribble between the legs. All that shit is repetition, but you got, when you get game reps in and you turn the ball over like you do, you can't continuously do the same move and doing it at the same time, or else you're going to go the other direction. That's why I see with Jaylen Brown. That's his problem. So he needs to work on timing and actually knowing when to put the ball. You ain't got to use a bunch of moves to get by a defender. You only need like 1-2 simple moves, and then you're right by him. So
I know BJ will hit this, but I think Chris Paul will help them. Will help the Celtics.
No, I think they will too. See, Malcolm Brogdon was supposed to be that point guard.
Injury prone.
He's injury prone. So Chris Paul, he's injury prone too.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't really look at Malcolm Brogdon as a point. I look at him more of a shooting guard.
And how is he shooting the ball? It seems like he's gonna fall the way he's shooting the ball. It's like a Draymond shooting three. It's like a backpack.
Nah, CP3 would help them tremendously.
Because CP3
will be a better coach than their coach.
But can those players take that coaching from CP too? Because he's hard on his teammates.
Yeah.
Tatum, you know how he is. Grant Williams probably could take it, but I think it'll be something like kind of with the Clippers where you got Chris Paul telling everybody what to do, and you'll get annoyed hearing his voice, and then something gonna happen in the practice or on the sideline or something. Dude's 37, 38 years old.
Maybe that's what they need. They're too comfortable.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're too comfortable in the locker room. Marcus Smart, I don't think Marcus Smart is a leader. They don't have a leader on the team. Who's the leader?
Shoot, Smart. Well, Smart's supposed to be like the vocal leader.
Smart. His last name is only Smart. I don't know about the other Smart.
His last name should be Dumb. The dumb plays he be making.
Yeah.
I'm about to eat some food. What do y'all think? What team y'all want Kuzma to go to? I'm gonna sit back and listen. Let's what y'all think about that? I think Kuzma can be a good steal for somebody.
Kuzma needs to stay where he at.
Kuzma wants to go to New York or LA to wear those stupid clothes. So that's all.
Yeah, Kuzma wants to be in a big city. I think Kuzma should yeah, he needs to be in a big city. I don't know where that's at.
Is Kuzma what is he with Washington right now? Where he at?
He in Washington, yeah.
I mean,
he unrestricted free agent.
Kuzma is too young for Washington, man. You have to be old to have success in Washington.
He a free agent, Rick. He a free agent. He ain't with nobody no more. Unrestricted.
Man. Okay, Kuzma. I mean, y'all keep saying he needs to be in a big city. All right, watch this. What y'all think about Miami Heat? What do y'all think he'd do if he went to Miami Heat?
Nah, Pat Riley is gonna mess him up.
Nah, his game is not gonna flourish in Miami at all.
So is Kuzma gonna have competition with Tyler Hero for worst clothing? So
OC said the Clippers.
Yeah.
I want Kuzma Pascal on the Clippers, bro. We got to have a real power forward, bro. We can't keep hanging Zubac out the
Yeah. I think he'll. I prefer Kuzma over Anunoby, to be honest with you. So I mean, yeah, we need a power forward. I think we gotta get rid of Morris and Batum. I think is too old.
I'm cool with that, BJ. I'll take Kuzma at power forward to keep. If I got to keep Paul George and you give me Kuzma, so I get 8, 9, 10 rebounds, depending on how his matchup that night or that series, and Paul George. Like I said, I believe we can win with Paul George. Just because I'm fed up with him don't mean I don't believe we can't win no ring. We definitely can. You give me Kuzma. If we get a real power forward, you can keep PG. The reason I was saying Pascal, because if you trade PG for Pascal, you get more offense and you get more on both ends with Pascal than Kuzma. But if you keep PG, you get Kuzma shit.
No accused, bro. I'm sorry.
So who would you get, Bruce? At the four?
I like Kuzma.
I like Kuzma and Pascal, bro. Give me either one of them.
Kuz plays smart at times. You know, he try to do too much, but he ain't like Jaylen Brown.
Hey, we can't overanalyze these people too, bro. I done seen Paul George play stupid for about 5-6 games too. Now we're just gonna talk about one series and one game and somebody plays stupid, then you might well kick everybody in the NBA. I done seen that out of man. I seen Westbrook be the dumbest player on the court for a whole year.
PG earlier. That's what you just did. You did like for 10 minutes.
Yeah, but it wasn't about stupid basketball. It was about his heart and his mindset. I'm talking about y'all saying guys making dumb plays, this and that, bro. We seen Westbrook make the dumbest plays his whole career, but yet when PG and Kawhi was out, he was balling. So, I mean,
so you want Jaylen Brown?
I would put Jaylen Brown over there and go. You also got to remember this too, Bruce. When you move a player to a more
Stable team.
a more stable team, more disciplined organization, a championship organization, like. What is the Celtics coach ever won? What is Tatum won? What is Smart won? What is Horford? Do they even have a ring on that team at all?
So you look out was not a stable coach. I'm not talking about off the
I
court.
think Jaylen Brown will fit in Dallas.
No, I'm saying Udoka ain't over there though. Udoka had them boys playing better and looking better last year than they do this year.
Last year in the playoff, in the finals, he was like first or second in the playoff turnovers.
Who was?
Jaylen Brown. And
okay.
Tatum had the most turnovers in the playoff last year. And
so you're not gonna give Steve Kerr no credit for that? You're not gonna give Curry credit for being better than Udoka? Steve Kerr can't clean that up a little bit?
You were saying that if he's in a stable environment, and you said what is Smart won? I mean, didn't Udoka won championship?
That's what I was saying. They does anybody have a ring over there? That's the point I was making. I agree with you on it. That was my whole point. Do they even have a ring on that whole team?
Doesn't matter. Last year, Udoka was there and he was making turnovers.
What is Udoka won?
Really? Wasn't he on the Spurs?
Was he on the Spurs? He wasn't coaching the Spurs. I don't know about. If you're gonna talk about Kerr being on the Spurs, then you got to talk about Steve Kerr having like 15 damn rings in his whole career. Because he got rings. He got rings in San Antonio.
Jaylen Brown is a turnover machine.
Yeah, he is. But you don't think a better place makes players better? That's what I'm asking.
It's not a better place. He needs to work on this game. That's not a better place. He can go to the church, to mosque.
A better place would be
if
Dallas.
you don't know how to handle the ball, you're gonna have a turnover.
Yeah.
So coaching don't matter at all.
Getting ready to wrap up, man. Go ahead, Sean. What you saying?
I was asking Bruce, like, you don't think players get better? But look at Westbrook. Westbrook look like dog shit away from the Clippers. And then you put him on the Clippers, and now everybody's praising this man. So what changed? The organization?
I think Westbrook was playing smart basketball with the Clippers.
But okay. Hold on. So that's my whole point. If Westbrook can play like dog shit and it be clown and everybody thinks he needs to be out in the league, and he can go to a better place, then Jaylen Brown can't go to a better place. That's all. And I'm not saying Jaylen Brown is a superstar or he's the. I'm just saying, as far as if he goes to Golden State, you don't think it'll get better.
Okay,
that's all I was asking.
Golden State won't be a fit for good fit for JB. I think a team like Dallas or Houston would be a good fit for JB.
Here's what I'm gonna say, right? Just going off of what everybody's saying. Okay, what Bruce is essentially saying is, regardless of where he goes, he's gonna have to work on his handles. Because regardless if he goes to Golden State, Dallas, he stays with the Celtics. If you don't work on them handles, you're still gonna cause problems for that team, whether it's a better environment or not. And then you mentioned Westbrook. Well, here's the thing about Westbrook. Yes, the brother couldn't shoot, all that good stuff, but see, the difference is that when he got over to the Clippers, I think the Clippers did encourage him a little bit better than what the Lakers did. So maybe when it comes to that, I don't think Brown has that issue. I think Brown has a lot of love from the Celtics crowd and his team. So he didn't get as much, Westbrook didn't get as much love as he did in LA as he does with the Clippers right now. Right? So it gives him that morale to keep shooting. But here's the key difference. He was getting better. he's showing efforts of getting better. Anytime we look at a player and he's still playing, that's all Bruce is saying. He's still making turnovers. But Westbrook, and as you said yourself earlier in the show, Sean, you was like, you like how he bit back, how he started playing better. So I'm not saying that an environment doesn't help or it's not a key component, but one key difference in Westbrook and then Brown and what we're talking about is that we did see Westbrook get a little bit better in his errors. That's the difference to me.
It got better because he went to, I guess we got to call Ty Lue a better coach than what they got over there.
I mean, if that's, and you know what, Sean, if that's how we want to perceive it, that's fine. But ultimately, what I'm looking at is that one player got better in his errors, the other player is still the same.
And I feel like it's just the fit that the Clippers have for the Lakers, which is better. I mean, Westbrook now can be what he is. He gives the Clippers what they need as being a facilitator. You're right. Basically, having a certain system can put you in a whole better mind frame. Like, again, this game is mental, bro. If you're going to work every single day in a bad mood or angry or, you know, people always at you at your neck and you see a new different scenery, it's gonna be your game can change. As far as JB goes, but Bruce said was correct though. His handles he needs to work on his timing, his pace. It's very small minor adjustments. You know what I'm saying, but I do agree that a player can obviously change being in a new scenery, like anything, like just with your regular job. You can perform one way at a different place over somewhere else just because you're in a better, more healthier environment. So, yeah. So, but hey, we're ready to wrap it up, man. Anything you want to say before we get out of here, man?
Don't give your food to Jaylen Brown. He's gonna drop it.
That's funny, man. But also in Golden State, he's not
Hey,
going.
Bruce on JB neck right now.
Well, in Golden State, Brown won't have to have the ball either. Draymond's the playmaker. Curry's the playmaker. He won't have to make the plays over there. All he got to do is catch and shoot the damn ball and play defense. But
Jaylen
I'm not
Brown
a Golden State fan. I don't care if he goes or not. It's just a good fit for him because he didn't have to hold the ball over there.
Yeah, okay.
Yo,
Yeah,
Bruce
is out of control. Bruce is out of control.
Bruce like, yeah, I ain't trying to hear that any trash.
You ain't got to hear it. It's just the facts are facts, though. You ain't got to like it.
Yeah.
Steph Curry and Draymond's gonna have the ball and they're gonna make the plays. That's the fact. If they keep Draymond,
What they gonna make JB a spot up shooter? That ain't. I don't think. That.
Yeah, a lot of breaks.
Wiggins makes plays. They got, but they don't need to hold the ball. They get
See,
each one
now you have
play
a Jaylen
defense.
Brown.
That's what he needs to do.
You have a Jaylen
Hey,
Brown.
John, your mic, Sean, your mic.
JB. You would think JB will have his handles right. He's working with one of the most skilled players to ever play the game. Will pick him
Yeah.
Oh, can you hear me now?
All right.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was just saying, if he's at Golden State, all he got to do is shoot threes and play defense. Wiggins makes plays, Draymond makes plays, Steph makes plays. In Boston, Brown has to be the second playmaker. He has to. He ain't got to do that shit in Golden State. He can take a back seat and shoot threes and play defense. All he got to do, and he can finish on the fast break. Like that's hell. He fit good over there because he ain't gonna have the ball. So
That ain't JB game, bro.
So JB can't shoot threes and finish at the rim.
No, turn the ball over. That's his game.
He's not a 3-point shooter, bro. He's a scorer.
Well, yeah, he's a scorer, but once he realizes that shit ain't gonna work, what's he gonna do? Go try to be a number one somewhere?
I mean, I think his best place he can go is Memphis. I think he'll fit perfect in Memphis. They don't really have a great wing scorer. I mean, they're trying to develop Desmond Bain, but he ain't no elite scorer like that. I think they should go and get that's a perfect fit if they get him in Memphis. Houston's a losing franchise, but you don't go over there, you never know. Those are my two picks: Houston or Memphis.
Memphis is too mentally weak. What if you're going to see?
You
I'm
don't
trying to
like
help.
him with
I'm trying to
Memphis?
help Jalen go somewhere where it's stable and they got discipline and they already won. That's what I'm trying to do for him. You trying to send to Memphis? Hell, they already mentally weak over there. Hell, he's just gonna get worse, no?
I don't think they mentally weak. I just think they need more maturity.
I don't think.
They
Yeah, I
just need
don't think.
maturity. They're not. I don't think
Right.
they're mentally weak though. They're not soft. They
If
just.
anything, it's just Josh, because I believe JJJ he improved.
Yeah, I like JJ. I like JJ. But hey, fellas. Hey, happy Father's Day to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all always coming on the panel, man. Thank you
Happy
for what y'all
Father's
been
Day
doing
to
for us.
y'all, not to me. Not to me.
Salute, fellas. I appreciate y'all.
Happy Father's Day, fella. Good show as usual.
My guys, my guys. Yes, sir. All right, Rick. So one last time, man. Let's go ahead and for the people that's coming in, that just came in, late in the show. Rick, go and tell them about, what we have going on right now, that we just released.
Man, y'all already know. Y'all already know the badges, man. The loyalty badges, $4.99. I myself became a member. I like the little colors because I know it's gonna start changing colors on your boy the longer I'm in here. And then of course you got the interview badge. BJ already showed it at the beginning of the show. He might even show it when we make the exit of the show for the $14.99. Y'all already know that's the seasonal. That's when you get to talk to the people during the interviews, man. Then of course the Clippers badge at $9.99. So you already know that's the Clippers content. BJ gonna be feeding y'all, just giving y'all just that full access to the Clippers, organization and all that good stuff. And so I know people like Sean, I know people like that are gonna love that Clippers badge, man, if y'all get with that. But most importantly, man, we gonna start doing giveaways, man. So granted, when you have those badges, man, I know me and BJ were talking about this starting soon. We're going to let you guys know ahead of time, of course. But each month we're going to start just doing these little things where I know one of the ideas right now is that, BJ could be the Western Conference, I could be the Eastern Conference. We'll be on a show and we'll be like, hey, what team do we have in our head right now that's, that's number one to us? So we might say who's going to win the Eastern Western or the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference Finals. And so I'll be representing the conference, BJ will be representing the conference. We'll do this live, and of course y'all put y'all's comments in the chat. Whoever gets it right, of course, we'll show you what we picked. All the people that get it right on the next show, obviously, we'll draw those names, man. We'll see the top two, the top one in each bracket or tiers of the badges, of course. And, of course, we'll send you the item that you want, whether that's a hoodie, a sweater, which color, whatever the case may be, man. Because we definitely, as you can see, Dayshare up here, she supports us. She got one of our hoodies right there, the all-black one. But at the end of the day, man, we definitely want to start giving back to you guys because you give so much to us. You give us your time. You give us your feedback. You come up here with good analytical. BJ, I don't know about you, but I don't go to too many podcasts where I look online, man, and I see people that give good analytical feedback to where it even makes me and you sit back and be like, dang, I never even looked at it like that. And so we definitely appreciate you guys, man. So at the end of the day, man, that was the shout out BJ wanted me to say. You already know where to find me at RickMasters23 on Instagram, Rick Masters everywhere else. BJ's, I'm gonna pass it back to you.
Up on man, like he said, man, the new membership badges are available today. You know what I'm saying? We will be starting tomorrow. I'll be having another interview with somebody with the Clippers industry. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. Like I said, man, we're bringing something to y'all that no other podcast is bringing, with the perks and benefits, like, breaking down every single badge and every single tier. The pull-up badge was the loyalty badge. You guys get shout outs for your Instagram pages, your social medias. Anybody has a page can get promoted here. The Clipper badge, I give you guys all access, 3 videos a week, as well as, interview access to other Clipper content creators and people in the Clipper organization. That's for $9.99, and then of course the interview badge for $14.99. You guys get ability and opportunity to talk to the guests that we bring up. So, like I said, Steve Kerr will be after the draft. We'll bring him up. You guys get a chance to speak to him personally or ask him a question. And also, you guys get a chance to speak to different people that we bring on throughout the entire summer. That's $14.99. You know what I'm saying? Definitely continuously support us, man. And we continue to bring y'all all this great content. But without further ado, we respectfully say pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out of here like swimwear.
Happy Father's Day.
We like that. Woo!